Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about Ideonomics stock, ticker IDEX, and it is a fantastic digital technology company working in two primary sectors, hot sectors right now as well. That is the fintech sector and the EV car sector. The company has a huge amount of potential. It has been around for a little while as well. The share price has ticked up recently from $1 or so up to $3. We'll get into that in a little bit as well. If that sounds like something that you'd be interested in today, and do please smash that like button, consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you on the flip side of the intro and we'll get into and delve into this company. See you there. Hey again guys, welcome into the video. So here we're looking at Ideonomics' mission. So they've got the adoption of commercial electrical vehicles that supports the next generation of financial services and the fintech products. The Mobile Energy Global Initiative is aimed at group purchasing discounts on commercial electric vehicles, EV batteries and electricity, as well as financing the charging solutions. They'd refer to this business model as S2F2C. Bit of a mouthful there. They aim to provide some intelligent, innovative services for the fintech industry with MEG, Ideonomics Capital, to provide global customers and partners with more efficient solutions. They are already a global company operating in New York, Beijing, Kinshasa, I've massacred that I think, the US, China, Ukraine and Malaysia. So they're already well and truly out there in terms of being globalized. Now if we have a quick canter over to the share price, we can see that it's currently sitting at $3.18, up from $1.98 on the 18th of December, through to a maximum of $3.30 on the 14th of Jan. People are really starting to wake up to the huge potential of this company, and when I show you what they've been up to and what they've got planned coming down the line, you might consider having a look into this company as well. So the company has got a diverse portfolio of direct and indirect investments, from the Wave, which is wireless EV charging technology, Tree Electric, which is electronic bicycles over in Malaysia, Timios, real estate transaction experience, Soltrack, solar powered tractors and electronic tractors should I say, Logistorm, smart devices for manufacturing, Liquify, using smart contracts to redefine ownership, translates to beneficial ownership and templates of different asset classes to illiquid assets and digital tokens. Intelligenta, over in the SaaS and PaaS solutions for the financial industry, that's the fintech side of things. And then you've got DBot as well, marketplace that serves issuers, investors, market makers and brokers, so a investing solution there. So the company has already got a wide range of assets at its disposal that it is very well invested into. So the company has got a whole range of solutions. The website is very professional looking. You can access tons and tons of information on this web page. They've got a very good dedicated investors section as well, but something that sparked my interest is the Soltrack, the solar powered tractors. So a cleaner, greener harvest thanks to electronic tractors, which is absolutely fascinating. So they're looking at obviously charging and having battery operated tractors operating on farms. And if we're going electronic trucks, we're going electronic buses, we're going all electronic cars and vehicles, then there's no reason why tractors can't go down that route as well. Alf Paul, the CEO of Ideonomics, with contributions from Christian Heckloff and Chief Communications Officer of Soltrack, have presented this presentation here very recently. They say there has been over 570 million farms worldwide, and 90% of them are run by individuals or family that rely on family labour. So this is a huge amount of potential market that could be for this tractor. I'm going to just canter through the presentation here because obviously I can't read all of it for you today, but what the key thing to notice here is the decibel level and noise from tractors. Obviously solar tractors are going to be very quiet from that, but that's not the key point here. The key point is to save on the emissions. So you're saving people's hearing essentially there, but the main thing is this saving from CO2 going into the environment. And there's all sorts of grants getting spread out here. The agricultural tractor market is currently valued at 75 billion in the United States. So to be able to take a sector of that, Ideonomics will be doing very, very well for itself. Bearing in mind that this is just a sector of Ideonomics as well. So they're trying to obviously reduce zero emissions in the agricultural industry. Obviously cows, you can't do that, they produce an awful amount of methane. What you can do is not use so many tractors in the sector, and California has announced that it wants to go zero emissions vehicles by 2035. So any farming that takes place in California is going to have to use zero emissions vehicles by then, and that's not very far away at all. This is a particularly interesting sector that people are having to move towards, and it obviously attracts quite a lot of interest from investors. Anything that's electronic vehicle related at the moment, be that tractors, diggers, buses, trucks, cars, vans, whatever, is attracting significant attention from investors because of that future potential. Moving on to the MEG side of things that I mentioned anyway, the mobile energy group, that has done very well as well. So it's delivered 439 units in December 2020, 706 units delivered in the Q4 of 2020, and includes 13 bus battery systems and 1 charging system. So this is equipment, this is tangible products that are going live and being sold right now, which is excellent. But considering that this company is supposed to be a penny stock at the end of the day, it's only $3 a share. So that is a fantastic sort of less risk involved in looking into this sort of a company. And if we have a look at the global EV market, of course these figures will be updated all over the place now. This is the size of the global EV market globally, obviously. And you can see there's some absolutely massive figures there, and obviously Ideonomics wants to take a sector of that for itself. And they've got all sorts of companies to work with to do that, such as Wave, Medici, iSeen and the MEG in China. And then moving over to what's coming down the future, this is going to act as a catalyst. So Ideonomics is scheduled to present at the Clean Tech Forum in San Francisco on the 19th of January, which is not very far away, of course. That could act as a catalyst to the share price, which is obviously very good for traders, but also it's probably good to buy in or wait until after that, because this could tick a considerable bounce in the share price. And then last but not least, we have a news report from OwnSnap, essentially, Richard McIntyre over on over on the 15th of January, which is saying that Ideonomics has made a stunning move. The electronic vehicle space is a super hot sector right now, which we already know as investors. The stock has performed pretty well and rallied as much as 22% in 2021 so far. We also know that. Last week, Ideonomics announced it had reached an agreement to acquire the company Wireless Advanced Vehicle Electrification. That is the big news that is going to increase the share price, which is serving as wireless charging for medium as well as heavy duty vehicles, which will be a clever and very smart acquisition, judging on the state of play in the market at the moment for Ideonomics, and should hopefully bring excellent value back to investors. And that wraps us up for the good news event right there, and I'll see you back out in the outside world. So IDEX stock has obviously got some tremendous value to it. Investors have already woken up to it at least a little bit in terms of where the share price has gone in the last couple of months or so, but there is still huge potential for further growth in this company, and I for one am definitely considering taking a position on in it, just purely because we know the EV sector is going through a revolution at the moment, and if tractors are a new thing, then it can certainly help out in terms of reducing global CO2, and that is a hot subject right now. If there's cars, vans, trucks, buses in this sector, then tractors are by no means anything else. And that, you've got to remember, is just one small element of this company. There's also the wire solutions, there's the fintech solutions, all extra things and feathers in the cap of this company. It's very diverse, and I think it's massively undervalued at the moment in terms of where it could be in revenue going forward. Hope you've enjoyed the video today, guys. If you could see your way to smashing that like button or subscribing to my channel, that would be absolutely amazing, and I'll hope to see you in my next investing episode. Catch you there.